What is up, dudes and duda to the air? Now, my name's Scythe, and we are back here for some more Diablo 3. And I would very much appreciate for you to set fire to the like button for me, ladies and gents, before we end up starting today. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope this video makes your day even better. I'm just all giddy because I absolutely love this game, man, seriously. Another thing, too, that I did want to mention to all of you, because I didn't really mention it in the first episode, was the fact that, whoops, we gotta go do a bunch of our stuff in Tristram. What am I even thinking? I wanted to mention that, yes, a little bit later in the series, we may end up doing some multiplayer stuff with all of you. But for right now, personally, it's okay. I want to do stuff on my own and kind of get things a little bit under control, because if we're playing online with a bunch of other people, it can get a little bit hectic, and we do end up losing our ally too. Not necessarily her, but later on you do end up getting allies with you that will end up going away if you end up playing with other players. And just generally speaking, I do want to play some multiplayer later, but not right now. Not just yet. We'll do that later. So you can always add me up and stuff like that, everybody. Man alive, this spell is a lot better than I thought it was. Jeez Louise. I mean, granted, she's like archering all of them in the face. Oh no, the house is collapsing on top of us. Just kidding. We're fine. It looks so weird walking around with a bow as this guy, though, doesn't it? Oh, man. We gotta get ourselves a wand. We gotta do some stuff. Oh, I remember this spot. Yeah. This spot has a boss underneath in the basement, right? Yes, it does. It has a weird witch character, I think. Yes! Oh, this is like one of the first big mini bosses, I guess I should say. Oh, let's destroy her as quickly as possible. Get out of here, crazy. That was easy. What was that? Normally, she's so much stronger. What just happened? That cauldron just fell over. So maybe I'm thinking of hard mode. It's been a long time since I played this game, everybody. So yeah, excuse me if my knowledge is not like exact, but yeah, I guess that must have been on a harder difficulty, because normally what I remember from her is she ends up having like ice freezing particles and stuff like that, as well as just like meteors and everything. Like, that's the thing that's cool about this game, is all the boss enemies end up generating with random abilities, as well as just the environment generating randomly as well, right? So now we ended up losing her, which that's okay. I don't really want her around. I want to be able to go around and kill stuff on my own. She was just a kill thief. Oh, great. Let's open up all these bodies. See, that's the thing about that lightning that gets to me, is it doesn't always end up hitting its mark. Can we even destroy those boxes? I guess not. It's always a lot of fun, too, on the Barbarian, because he has a leap where you can leap into battle and just rush in and everything like that. So fun, seriously. I love that character. Again, if things end up going the right way, everybody, and if you're all as into this series as I hope you are, I have no problem with playing through this game with multiple characters and actually keeping this on the channel for a very long time now. That said, I don't know how it's going to turn out, because for myself personally, this is a very cool game. Don't know how it's going to end up translating as a series, especially because of the fact that it's very old. Like, this is an old game, everybody, but it still holds up today, in my opinion. Seriously, I absolutely love it. Oh man, we're about to go into the dungeons. Yes, finally. What are you doing, weird zombies? Go back to your graves. Got to be careful with the ability that we have right here, because if you don't end up clicking right on your mark, a lot of times it can end up just going over the character, and it takes a little while to get used to that as far as magic players are concerned. Aha, this fence right here actually opens up later on as we end up going through the dungeon a little bit. But this is so cool, because if you don't know, folks, this is actually the catacombs from Diablo 1. So there's so much nostalgic factor in this game for me. It's just unreal. And I love the fact that the environment has nice little physic touches like this. Oh, it wasn't even strong enough to kill them. Still, you can use traps against the enemies, which is great. Very helpful in the later levels as well, because of the fact that they end up being so powerful. That enemy is really cool. I love him, although he's scary. You saw that big old fat guy. As we ended up destroying him, they're slowly introducing new enemy types. He's got that little area of effect around him, and that will be, like, we would take damage if we were in that area when he ends up exploding, right? And then, of course, there was all of those fish that ended up showing up, which... such a weird enemy, like, seriously, but I love it. We did end up gaining a new ability as well, so let's actually check that one out. Ooh, but first let's see if we got any better gear. This one's got better regeneration, life after each kill. That's actually not too bad. This one has even more generation, which doesn't have the life after every kill, but that's okay. Then there was our skills we ended up getting. Oh yeah, we still have our Frost Nova, which we got to end up using. And now we ended up getting a new right click, which is Arcane Orb. So let's actually try that one out. I remember that one was actually very, very useful for a mage character. Just for myself personally, we got a little bit of a mini boss here as well. Yeah, so these generate, like, these are really, really good area of effect. You see that it takes a lot of our mana as well. So that's kind of the trade-off compared to the Ice Beam. And it means that we're not going to be slowing the enemies down. But the fact of the matter is that I just love that ability. It's like a black hole. It's so cool. And it just ends up devastating because it's got so much AoE, so much nice crowd control to it. Then the other thing too is we still gotta use that, our number one ability. I just wanted to show you all that one. Wowie zowie, that was good. What is this? Damaged boots. Yes, I don't think we had any booties, so that is a good thing. But yeah, that was so good. A loose stone. Aha, that's good. I don't know if I want to keep using this ability. Oh wow, that is so strong, dude. Now, you might just be thinking, oh, well, why would you use the freeze beam over this one? Now, that's because of the fact that we can't slow things down as much, and because of the fact that we also don't have any runes yet, which do end up coming into play. Destroyed 7 items in a couple seconds, which got us a little bit of a reward. Okay. But yeah, so you can end up, hello? Who are you? It kind of has like a nice trade-off between all of the abilities. There's not one build that beats all. I mean, maybe there is for some of the people that are at the end game and they just have the builds that end up working the best for their own personal playstyle. But that's one of the things that's so great about this game is it's so overly complex while being an extremely simple system for the user to end up playing with, right? Ooh. Yes, so we ended up just getting the Nephilim Glory. This is something that ends up just kind of happening randomly as we're killing enemies. You move faster and unleash terrible blasts of energy on your foes. Health and power globes will magnify the intensity of this effect and extend the duration. Yoink! Because you can end up getting another one that's very, very good is, I think, anyways, last time I played a million zillion years ago was one that ends up increasing your magic find, which was always very useful. Yeah! Destroy the doorway. And it's just so cool, man. There's so many different game mechanics. That won't actually hurt you, I don't think. There's so many different game mechanics that are being played out right now in the game that are just kind of playing in the background, you know, which is so cool. That's what I just absolutely love about it. Man, this game is just... I'm probably gonna be geeking out this entire series, everybody. Like, seriously. I should have used that trap. I should have used that trap. So it looks like we ended up going the right way here. I kind of wanted to go in the other direction, but that's okay. Oh well, whatever. Ooh, more experience from the experience shrine. Yes, please. I also keep seeing all those enemies sneaking around the ledges, and we just lost our little bit of a speed boost that we ended up having. Enemies, too, have to actually be detected by your line of sight, so you can see we can't see this, his friends around the corner until we ended up getting around the corner ourselves, right? Lots of different little nuances and gameplay mechanics that are taking part, and it's just, it's so cool, isn't it? Like, seriously, I love this game, and, yeah, I'm gonna be geeking out a lot, everybody, like, seriously. So we could have gone through, ooh, loose stone. We could have gone through the other side of the map and kind of explored a little bit more to get ourselves a little bit more treasure. Whoopsie daisy, maybe we'll end up doing stuff like that in the future and exploring, because otherwise it looks like we're already gonna be getting to the next section, which means that this episode is gonna be a little bit shorter today, everybody. Because we're gonna be fighting, oh, it's the Skeleton King Leoric. I know that I have the talking of the characters down quite a bit, and I'm sorry about that, everybody. It does take away from the atmosphere, I know, but otherwise then I would have to shut up quite a bit while doing all of the gameplay and stuff like that. So this was actually, that guy was the first boss that you ended up fighting in Diablo 1, and this is Deckard Cain, a staplehold character that we're trying to save, which in the older games used to actually identify items for you. He might still have that part to play in this game. I honestly forget. I think he serves more as a story-driven character than practical character. Oh my goodness, there's the boss enemy. Freeze, bad guy. Yes. Ooh, we gotta be very careful of him. He could end up destroying us because we are a little bit squishy. Although I'm pretty sure the beginning of the game is pretty easy, everybody. Like the start of things aren't really gonna be that much of a problem for anybody that ends up playing through it. Hello? Where is... Oh, there's that gigantic door. We will open that in a little bit because I'm pretty sure Deckard Cain actually gives us a little bit of a shortcut out of here, which is kind of the same one that I was talking about, as we ended up coming into this area. So, of course, I'm going to leave all the subtitles on, stuff like that, if you do want to check out the story, but I said this, I think I said that in the first episode as well, where this game's story is not really my favorite, as opposed to Diablo 1 and 2, which were amazing stories. Like, I absolutely loved them. We'll have to talk to that gigantic door in another episode, though, folks, because for right now, we just got our waypoint, and for right now, just kind of to keep things a little bit under control, I am going to be ending the episodes every time we end up getting to a waypoint, which means that some episodes like today are going to be a little bit shorter, while other ones are going to end up being a little bit longer. And I still haven't really figured out the upload schedule that I'm going to have for this one, because I don't really want this series to end up kind of clogging up your sub feed and stuff like that by having like so many different series on the channel at a time. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, because it's still early in the series, so I can talk about these behind the scenes things. However, I probably won't talk about it anymore from here on, but either way, thanks for watching, everybody. I very much appreciate it. We're gonna go back to town, and Scythe Poo's gonna sell some stuff, and ooh.
I have fulfilled my promise to Leah and rescued her uncle, Deckard Cain. Now, all that stands between me and the fallen star is the Skeleton King, who has returned to darken Tristram once again.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. I very much appreciate it. Sayonara and stay epic.